O Zahuri, before we go any further, there must be a clear clarification from the very beginning. These words are not meant for everyone. They are directed only to those who chose the path of nearness to God, who walk the road of purification and sincerity, who strive to refine their hearts and discipline their souls. Whoever does not honor God, does not take truth as a measure, and does not understand the meaning of inner struggle will not grasp the weight of what is being said, nor feel its depth. But you, since you're still here and feel something moving within you, something awakening in the depths of your soul, know that this message is directed specifically to you, and that it reached you at the time decreed by God in His wisdom, neither before nor after. O Zahuri, you were attacked without an apparent reason. You were targeted in ways that were unclear, unfair, and unjustified. It came from where you did not expect, and without a sin you committed. Yet with every blow you received, there was a new revelation of your truth and a greater clarity of your identity. Strangely, those who remained silent during your suffering and watched without intervening now feel anger rising within them. A hidden resentment grows in their chests because unseen scales have shifted and the divine plan has begun to show its effects. Pause for a moment and look within. This is not random. It is a symbolic interaction with your inner state. The unjust attack you faced did not arise from logic, personal conflict, or any clear worldly reason. It was born from a spiritual disturbance caused simply by your presence. There's a measure of power placed in your path, sensed by others before you fully recognized it yourself. What happened to you was not coincidence, not random, not fleeting. From the beginning, it was a hidden spiritual matter. When an attack is spiritual, its causes are invisible to people, but clear in the scale of divine wisdom. Those who oppose you did not fully understand why they acted as they did. They were driven by an unexplained inner anxiety. They felt threatened by something you carried without being able to name it, a strength you did not deliberately display, and a presence you did not seek to impose. Souls perceive what minds sometimes fail to comprehend. Darkness often moves before understanding. Every time you rise to a new level of self-awareness, those who oppose the light sense it before you do. With each transformation, sudden attacks appear, not only to hurt you, but to confuse you, slow you down, and push you toward imbalance so you cannot see your true position. Yet what your opponents did not realize is that these attacks expose the message you carry. An attack without reason is a hidden sign of elevation, a proof that your presence at this stage has become disturbing to forces that once controlled the environment. The injustice done to you is not because of what you did, but because of what you were about to become. They noticed your spiritual awakening, the clarity of your heart, and your growing inner discipline. They saw the purity of your intention and attacked out of fear. When darkness feels threatened, it strikes at whatever shines more brightly than it can endure. You became a mirror reflecting shadows others did not wish to confront within themselves. Instead of correcting what was inside them, they directed their blows at you. Understand this well. People attack what they cannot control, cannot match, and what reminds them of the potential they abandoned. Many saw in you a reminder of what they refused to be. You carried a light they no longer carried and a meaning they no longer honored. Instead of rising, they try to pull you down. You are not merely in conflict with individuals, but with hidden motives operating through them. Motives that sense your transformation, your approaching relief, and the rise of your awareness. They realized that if they did not act then, they would not be able to catch up later. What you thought was the end was in fact the beginning of a deeper, calmer path closer to the peace you seek. They attacked without cause, thinking it would destabilize you before you realized the strength you had come to possess. But what they never expected was this. The attack exposed them. It did not break you. It revealed their intentions, their jealousy, and the darkness and fear within them. The unseen scales do not allow hidden motives to remain concealed forever. When darkness commits injustice against one who walks in light, Divine wisdom begins to reveal the finest details. Who participated, who incited, who watched and remained silent. What you went through was not to break you, but to reveal the truth around you. The weapon raised against you became a revealer of faces. Every time they tried to make you fall, their masks fell further. Every time you remained patient and steadfast, your truth became clearer and stronger. You did not seek revenge. You did not respond to harm with harm. You did not allow bitterness into your heart. Here lies the secret. Patience, when capable of retaliation, and self-restraint under provocation, is a test few pass. You have passed a deep spiritual test. You chose discipline over chaos, balance over haste, purity over reaction, focus over distraction. When someone chooses this path, protection, support, and unseen assistance come from unexpected places. The attack coincided with your inner acceleration. You advanced spiritually faster than they expected. You entered stages of clarity, harmony, and deeper connection with God. Without realizing it, you stepped on a ground where darkness no longer had authority. When authority is stripped from what was used to control, it becomes disturbed and acts without wisdom. Thus, the attack came without reason, a last attempt to keep you within old cycles. But the grip was loosening. The influence was fading. What you carry is not only for yourself. Your destiny is not narrow or limited. Your impact extends to those around you, affecting environments and altering the spiritual atmosphere of places. The message you carry has weight in the unseen world, and where there is weight, opposition intensifies. The greater the impact, the stronger the confrontation. The intensity of the attack is not a sign of weakness, but of the magnitude of your mission. You are targeted strongly because you are prepared to rise strongly. What was done to you was injustice, but it did not escape God's knowledge. Every scene was observed. Every intention was weighed. Much harm was diverted from you through subtle grace and unseen intervention. The attack intended to weaken you became a source of strength. It aimed to make you fall, but became the foundation of your elevation. Those around you have begun to sense that something was not right. Even those who did not speak feel a silent unease. It is the awakening of conscience. Your opponents thought they controlled the narrative, but the final word does not belong to humans. Actions have been weighed, intentions uncovered, hearts exposed. What happened is not the end of the story. It is only its beginning. You survive an attack designed to destroy you before your breakthrough, yet you did not break. You awakened. You gained clearer understanding of your role, sharper perception of people, and greater spiritual maturity. These are not small victories. They are signs that precede major transformations. What was done to you without reason will not pass without accountability. What was plotted in secrecy is being drawn into the light. What was meant to harm you has become the cause of your coming elevation by God's decree and wisdom. And now, anger rises around you. This anger is not a fleeting emotion. It has deeper spiritual roots. Something has shifted in the unseen world, and its effects are touching hearts. Even those who remain silent feel an inner pressure they cannot ignore. When injustice is done without cause, the divine balance does not remain silent. Details are recorded, whispers heard. When the time comes, a subtle pressure descends upon the hearts that witnessed and stayed silent. Conscience awakens. Inner conflict surfaces. Those who are neutral feel discomfort. Those who doubted you feel heaviness. Those who silently supported harm feel unrest. They may not understand why they feel this way, but their souls responded before their minds did. The injustice was excessive and exposed itself. When darkness attacks someone balanced, sincere, and disciplined, it overreaches and miscalculates. Your calm exposed their chaos. Your humility revealed their arrogance. Your patience highlighted their harshness. A spiritual separation has formed, clear distinction between those who stood with truth and those who drifted with illusion. The anger of others is a sign of shifting hidden balances. When your rank rises, the atmosphere changes. People sense movement before you do. Those who ignored your suffering now observe quietly. They feel that divine decree is turning in your favor. Some are angry because your steadfastness confronted their weakness. They saw you endure where they would have collapsed. Others are angry because they realized they wronged you, followed rumors, allowed others to shape their view. Now the truth is clearer. They see your purity, discipline, and integrity and feel the weight of regret, guilt, shame, or anger at themselves for doubting you. The spiritual reason behind this anger is deeper than you think. And what has been revealed so far is only the beginning of what will continue to unfold.